On May 16th, we will celebrate and recognize the facility management profession. It's World FM Day 2018. As part of the celebration, IFMA's FM Consultants Council is proud to host a full day of educational webinars from across the globe. Let's hear from just a few of our presenters. All the way from the other side of the world, Graham Tier is in Hong Kong this morning, and it is bright and early for you today, isn't it, Graham?
It is indeed, Mike, and it looks like it's going to be a cracking day. It's 6 a.m. over here, and I'm looking forward to the up-and-coming World FM Day.
Graham is Head of Property Facilities Management at the Hong Kong Jockey Club. What about that experience are you excited to share with the World FM Day audience?
Well, the club has one of the largest property portfolios, particularly in Hong Kong, and we're excited to share some of those experiences about what we're doing, particularly in respect to innovation and how we're using the latest technology in our buildings.
What have you seen in recent years that's really changing the game for FM?
There's a couple of things. First of all, our portfolio is broken down into different clusters. So we have the corporate cluster, we have residential cluster, we have obviously the race courses, and we have other facilities. So we break those portfolios down into these manageable segments. And then within there, we have different teams focusing on different aspects, because there are different building stocks, there are different types of buildings. And so therefore we apply different technologies to those different buildings as well. I think the challenge is not just for us, but for also all practitioners around the world is going to be the impact of global warming. What does this mean? How can FM or how can building operators and owners contribute or help reduce their impact on the environment? This is the key.
Absolutely. So I imagine the ability of IoT connectivity and the capture of huge amounts of data in your portfolio is of paramount importance. Do you have the tools today to make actionable decisions based on that data?
Yeah, we do it in a number of ways. As you indicated, we have thousands of control and monitoring points. In fact, our building network, they say, is ranked as one of the largest in the world. And that connectivity, it provides us the data so that we can make informed decisions. So it's trending power, it's trending all different aspects of the building. Then we take that data and we're able to make informed decisions. So whether or not we should replace a chiller plant will be based on the current operating cost and the life cycle cost of the replacement of that chiller system, for example.
Will your presentation focus just on the physical assets and the effect that they have on these facilities, or will you bring in some of the human factors and the occupants of the facilities and what we can do as people to make it a more sustainable environment?
There's really three areas that impact the efficient operation of the building, as we know. One of them is the technology, which we've talked about. The other is the processes, and the third one, which is the most important in my opinion, is the people. And I'll talk about the people and the people's behavior and how important it is to get that right, particularly when you want to undertake any energy reduction programs in a building.
I imagine that is the most important and most challenging at times because people can be difficult. But I am excited to hear your presentation, Graham, and I'm sure you've got some answers for us.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. I'm looking forward to it. I think the FM community is an important driver in this process. Obviously, the bulk of the energy consumption globally is governed by our building operations, as in not just my building operations, but everyone's building operations. And so the more that we do collectively as a group, particularly in the facilities management area, the better we're going to be off globally.
Definitely so. So, Graham, I know you're based in Hong Kong, which is in China, and you've got that amazing accent. You're not a local to the area, are you? Tell our audience where you're from.
So, Mike, I've been living and working in Hong Kong now for 14 years, and originally from Sydney.
Down under.
Down under, that's it. Down under. So, have
you been able to bring any Australian culture to your friends there in Hong Kong? Do you play them any great music like the Oils or In Excess or Be Good, Johnny?
Men at Work.
Men at Work.
Yeah.
Last question. Will your presentation, Graham, be in Chinese or English?
Definitely in Chinese.
Excellent. Well, I'm tuning in. I can't wait to hear. Well, thank you for your time. Thanks for doing this, and we'll be in touch shortly. World FM Day 2018. And Graham, I'm really looking forward to your contribution.
Thanks, Mike. I'm looking forward to sharing as well.
I'm excited to have a special conversation with 3 people from 3 different parts of the world who will be presenting together for World FM Day 2018. The moderator for this session will be David Reynolds. Hi, David.
I'm here, Mike. Thank you. David Reynolds, now President-elect of FMCC, the Facility Management Consulting Council. Delighted to be here at World FM Day, session number 5.
You'll be moderating an exciting discussion. What will it be about, and who's going to be presenting with you, David?
Mike will be looking toward the sustainability of enterprises and the technology that seems to be driving that. My guests are Ryan Peni from New Zealand and Meredith Thatcher from Canada.
Awesome. Ryan, are you there?
I'm here. Thank you very much for the invitation. Really excited to be part of this excellent event and looking forward to talking with Meredith and David in the next couple of weeks.
All right. Hello, Meredith.
Hello there. How are you?
Doing great. Looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Meredith, you have an expertise in change management, don't you?
Yes, I do. It was something that I realized as companies were going through massive workplace transformation, which is great to prepare the space for the people. We really needed to start to look at the change management, which is preparing the people for the space.
And how will that come into play during your World FM Day presentation?
The challenge with most companies is if they cannot figure out how to implement change successfully, it's really hard to sustain an enterprise. Because what happens is they spend money on an investment, but they don't get the expected return. So it really sets them back financially. It sets them back culturally. It sets them back in trust of their people as well.
And that is the biggest challenge, the people, and making sure we communicate the importance of these initiatives with the occupants of their facilities. Is that what you have in mind?
Absolutely. It's a challenge for both the facility managers and the leadership. Because the leadership don't understand how to talk about facilities, but we expect them to be active and visible. And so our job is to help them stay the course. Because as soon as they get one complaint, they have a tendency to back off. And so really it's about, is it the right way to go? Do you have the right vision? And how do we keep you moving in that direction?
Excellent. And Ryan, you have some expertise here as well. What are you seeing in your part of the world when it comes to these types of sustainability initiatives?
I think the great thing about New Zealand is it's a very innovative and collaborative place. There's a lot of great things happening in the New Zealand market, not just in facilities management, but right across the board. And as Meredith pointed out, it's all about people, it's about culture, it's about collaboration, and it's about bringing those people on the journey from the get-go, not halfway through the process to execute a great plan. So really excited about what New Zealand industry is doing, and it's great to be part of evolving industry in New Zealand as we move through and as part of the business community.
Wonderful. David, as the moderator of this session, I bet you're thinking through some questions that are really going to bring out some powerful takeaways for the World FM Day audience. What do you have in mind?
Something that came up just a moment ago, Mike, having the vision, sticking to it, and making it work. That's some of the pieces I want to put in my own perception here, because it's all change all the time out there. It has to be.
And who better equipped to lead this change initiative than FMs? And I hope that you all will inspire them to do so. Any last thoughts, Meredith?
Well, I'm looking forward to the conversation and the discussion with both Ryan and David in a couple of weeks. I think it'll be enlightening. It'll be a lot of fun. And I think I have 2 new friends.
Awesome. Ryan, how about you?
I'm very excited to be part of this. I think it's so important to raise the awareness not only around what facilities managers do, but what we're actually capable of doing. And as you pointed out, it's about juggling many balls at once and being able to really hone in and tailor the skills specific to the group, organisation, people that you're working with. So I'm really looking forward to this.
Well, we are too. Can't wait to hear your presentation at World FM Day 2018. Thanks, everybody. World FM Day 2018 is just around the corner, and we have an exciting agenda prepared with global leaders from our facility management community. I am excited to welcome Goran Milonov, all the way from Bulgaria. Welcome, Goran.
Thank you, Mike.
Goran is CEO of Vidako, a consultancy company in Bulgaria, and also the vice chair of EuroFM. And Goran, you have something in mind. What will you be talking about on World FM Day 2018?
Thank you, Mike. I'm also excited here, not only in Bulgaria, because for Bulgarian Facilities Management Association, this will be I'm not quite sure, but I think that fifth year in a row where we're celebrating the World FM Day. But today's topic about technologies and sustainability is something quite important, which I do believe that will bring a lot of attention and a lot of spotlight of what we are doing. And also with my other role as a vice chair of EuroFM, I'm pretty sure that as much as we are spreading the world of facilities management, as much more add-on value we can bring to other businesses, to the core business of the organizations.
We have friends in common. I have had Pekka Matvayev on my program, the FM Innovator Podcast. You certainly know Pekka.
Yeah, Pekka is the chair of EuroFM, and we've been working with Pekka since a long time, and Pekka is a wonderful guy.
Did you know he can sing music from the Eagles?
Oh, yeah.
Are you aware of his skills as singing?
Yeah, and his son is a professional musician. Yeah.
The musical gift has been passed on to the next generation, it sounds like.
And I'm quite happy that different industry and different talents are actually seeing and finding a common place in the facilities management area.
Yes, indeed. What will you be talking about when it comes to sustainability and technology specifically? What can people look forward to hearing?
What I can see, it's looking at the IT industry. These guys are always so fascinated and so really happy about the things that they invent, they program or just make. Any kind of gadgets, any kind of piece of software, and they really find a use of it. But I think that in our FM community, we're a little bit back of using this technology. It's not only just logging data, it's not just controlling smart buildings, but it's actually the way how the technology can somehow interfere our life, and we will be able really to rely on the technology not only as a communication tool, but you can imagine that all our smartphones in our pockets, they can do much more than just talking and just chatting. So I think that the technology by itself can give us a lot of data and a lot of tools and abilities in order to see what actually the people that are living, working in the buildings, they really want from the buildings.
Yes, that's what I've discovered through my experience, is that it's all about the occupants of our facility. What can we do to enhance the experience for employees? Their productivity is key, so a lot of these tools will allow us to create more efficient and more effective workplaces, right?
You're absolutely right. And moving to this shared economy, I think that the technology is that glue, actually, that gives the ability to work remotely and to do what we have to do. It doesn't matter on which point of the world we are. A couple of years ago, we were looking at the office where we are going to work. But today we're looking at our offices as a place where we go meet people and discuss our projects. And if we have to work by ourselves, you can work from the city park, from your home, from the mountain peak, whatever. So technology is one of the foundations that we have to use in order really to bring value and really to contribute to the well-being, actually, because I do believe, and I'm convinced that facilities management is about well-being.
Absolutely, I agree. And what a wonderful example, this World FM Day presentation, different presenters from all across the world throughout multiple time zones, but technology will allow us to collaborate across those boundaries. And I'm very excited to be a part of it. I am looking forward to your presentation, Goran, and thank you so much for sharing a little bit about it today.
Thank you, Mike. It's a great pleasure, and I think that our challenge today is really to spread the word, to use all different communication channels, all our association networks. Even we launch in EuroFM our ambassador program, where we want to have people in countries all around the world in order to spread the word and really to all other people to know what's the add-on value of our business and our doings.
Excellent. Talk to you very soon for World FM Day 2018.
Thank you, Mike.
For details and a schedule of events, visit fmcc.ifma.org.